众朋友们，晚上好，欢迎收看最新一期的子天访谈录 SD Talk Show， 我是子天 Skydo。Welcome to SD Talk Show. Hi, Isaac.
Hi, Sky. So thank you so much for having me today.
Yes, it's a very nice weather, beautiful day, and having you sitting here chat with me. And first, I want to congratulations.
Thank you so much. It is a beautiful day here in Houston, here in the International District.
Yes.
I'm so happy to be here.
Yeah, thank you. So can you tell our audience why I give you the congratulations?
Absolutely. My name is Isaac Trumbo. I'm the president of Champions Club Texas. We have just opened a private member social club here in the International District. It is also a hotel with a bar and a lounge and delicious food. And we're really, really excited to be bringing a first-class experience to Houston and to the International District.
That's why I say congratulations, because I know for all the business owners, they open a new business from the build, construction, then grand opening. It's like your baby, your child, right?
Yeah.
Then right now will be grand opening for next week.
Yes, ma'am. Next week, we're going to open our doors at noon. We're going to have many festivities. One of the things that we feature is a private club. You have to be a member, but that membership allows you to play games like poker. And next week's grand opening is going to be very focused on poker specifically. So we're going to have a free roll event where we're giving away $10,000, plus many other promotions and great food and great offerings.
Wow, that sounds so exciting. So may I ask, Isaac, can you introduce yourself a little bit more about your background to our audience?
Yeah, I started my career in Silicon Valley in 1999. This is before the dot-com burst, but I got a job at a very early startup called Liquid Audio, where I started in an entry-level position. And in my time there and in my time in Silicon Valley, I grew into a project management role. And I fell in love with development. For my whole life, I've always loved to be a learner and for personal growth. And so along the way, I joined a company in the California gaming industry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was focused on servicing, was a third-party service provider to hotels, casinos, and card rooms in California. And I started in an entry-level position in that company. And the CEO of Champions Club was the founder of that company, and that's how we got to know each other.
Oh, okay.
And I've spent 15 years working with Roy Choi, who's our founder and our CEO, and our company has grown. We now have 1,500 employees, and we're in both California and Florida. And during the pandemic, our company was shut down in both states, but Texas was open, and we had an investment here in Asiatown. It allowed us to spend a lot of time here since everything was not open in California. And so we came and spent a lot of time here in this neighborhood. We didn't believe in that location, but we fell in love with the neighborhood and we fell in love with the community. The food is incredible and the people are so warm and inviting, and it felt like we were making friends immediately, and people were encouraging us to invest and start a business, and we found the perfect location. There was a Hampton Inn on the tollway at the exit Bel Air, and when we found that Hampton Inn, it was a very distressed property that needed a lot of love, but we saw that we could turn it into something truly special. So we purchased the building, and we shut it down completely, and we renovated it. We spent the last couple of years renovating, putting fine touches and custom finishes. And so when you walk in there now, it feels very elegant and warm and inviting, and it's a place that I think you would love to come and spend time.
Thank you for building this fantastic building. Also, welcome to International Trade District.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you. So may I ask, this hotel, I can say it's a Champions, it's a hotel, right?
Yes.
So what is the special you just mentioned about it? Can you talk about the details?
Yes. So there's a lot of wood finishes, many custom finishes. There's a lot of geometry in the building from a design perspective that is very unique. The carpet, the wall coverings, the terrazzo was all custom made for the building and designed for the building. We wanted to maximize the space. We wanted to make it feel very open without feeling too cluttered and too austere and stuffy. So now when you walk in, it feels warm, but it feels very luxurious.
Yeah, very luxury. I'm feeling that too. So you just talk about the finishes. I want to ask you more about special services.
The services are very unique. It's the only one like it here in Houston or even in Texas. It is a hotel and it's open to the public. There's a bar and restaurant that are also open to the public, but there's a private club that you have to be a member to join. And if you join the private club, it gives you access to VIP, poker, plus chess and other games coming soon as well. Now that is the most unique part, because there are places, many places in the state where you can play poker at a private club, but none that are also part of but also none that are in the property of a hotel, along with fine dining as well. And that makes it very special and unique.
Also the location.
And the location is perfectly situated. It's accessible to everyone in Houston, but we feel like it fits most naturally in this neighborhood.
Yeah, last time I've been to there, I feel like, oh, here is a Vegas.
Yes, it does feel like a small Vegas here in Houston.
Yeah, so may I ask, I think audience very interested about the price, see if everybody can afford.
Absolutely. We, unlike many private clubs, I think if you go to the Petroleum Club or in Dallas, there's a club called Park House, and their product is exclusivity, which is a great product because it's hard to get into. But that's not who are the kind of customers that we're trying to attract. We're in this stage of our career where we're building momentum, and it's taken us from one state to another state, and now we've moved our families here to Texas. And the first thing when we moved here, we started thinking, how do we make friends? And how do we network and make connections in business? This isn't our home. And we started looking for the places where we could do that and the places that would facilitate that. And we decided that we wanted our business to be one of those places, to facilitate people that are both coming up in their careers, but also people who are very successful and want to connect, people who are just getting started with people who have already arrived, people who from all walks of life. And so our pricing is very accessible. From the membership for the club, you can buy a membership just for the day for $10, or you can spend $30 a month, or you can spend annual memberships coming soon too.
Okay, so how about the hotel price?
The hotel price is, our base rate is going to be $120 a night. Now sometimes that will be higher if the rodeo's in town or the NCAA championship. But if you're traveling for business on a normal weekend, it's going to be in the 120 range.
Yeah, that is a very reasonable price. 120.
It is.
Yeah. So may I ask if the company want to come in here to do the conference or some event, your hotel is okay, can organize to that?
Absolutely. Please give us a call if you have an interest in doing a convention or a conference and are looking for a place for your executives to stay when they're traveling. Please give us a call. We would love to accommodate you.
Thank you. I think our audience also very curious about your personal life, because for all very successful people, they may be very busy. You have to balance the time, like your business and yourself, personal time. And I heard about you want to open another one in Dallas, right?
Yes, we're renovating another building in Dallas, and we plan to open others in different parts of the state. At our core, we're family men. Both me and my partner Roy, our CEO, we have some young children and wives who we love very much. I've been married for 20 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, this year will be 20 years. I have a daughter who's 8 years old, and she's the light of my life. And on some level, it's the reason why you do everything, is for your family. So yeah, it's hard to find the right balance between work and spending time with the family, but I'm very blessed because my family is very supportive of what we're doing. We're excited to take an adventure and to move to a new state, even though they're natives to California to sell the house and move all the way here and go on an adventure. I feel very, very blessed because they're supporting me in that effort. And the trick is to stay very organized and try to really make time and be intentional about spending time together. And it makes it all worth it.
Yeah, thank you. I like you talk the way. So may I ask, everybody when we was a child, they have a dream job.
Yes.
May I ask, when you was a child, what are you thinking? What's your dream job? Or you want to open a luxury hotel in the future, or?
No, I never thought I would be in this industry. When I was a child, I wanted to be a musician.
Oh, musician.
Yeah, my dad was a classically trained piano player, and he played in rock bands and jazz, and so I thought that I was going to be a guitar player. And I still play guitar, and my daughter and I play together.
Oh, okay.
But as I got older, I became very passionate about the industry I'm in and our business. I feel just so lucky that I found a company where I could work hard and accomplish something with my life. And I've been working for this company for 15 years, and it's just grown and grown and grown, and I've fallen in love with it. So what I dreamed about when I was a child, it's not what I dream about today.
Oh, okay, but you do very well.
Yeah, I have, and I'm very blessed.
Yeah, so everybody, successful people, whatever, who they have stress. So may I ask, what is the challenge for you between the several years? Maybe you found a location, start a build, and now to grand opening your hotel.
Yeah, I think some of the challenges have been extreme. Like, for example, when we began the renovation on the property, we found out that there were things about the building that we weren't aware of when we started. And so your plans and your architectural drawings, they're not relevant necessarily once you start opening up the building and you realize you have to make adjustments. And the supply chain has been a challenge after COVID. So there's certain materials that you have to wait for, and that makes a lot of challenges. This is the first time we've built or renovated a hotel, so it was a big learning experience, but I love to learn. So at the end of the day, it was a great joy. We're lucky to have Pistis Construction helping us with the renovation, who've become great friends, along with so many others in the neighborhood, such as Mr. Lee here in the International Trade District, and Tony Lee as well with STOA. And it's been just a joy to get through the process despite the challenges.
Wow, but you're doing very good.
Thank you.
Yeah. So I want to back to our hotel. I want to ask some questions.
Sure.
Like, how many kind of food you have in the restaurant?
We are starting with a limited menu that we're trying to make very precise so that everything is delicious.
Okay.
Today I had salmon with couscous, and it was just exceptional. You can find a wonderful filet mignon or a New York strip cooked to perfection. And in addition to that, some more experimental options, such as a Vietnamese banh mi burger. So it's a hamburger, but that has all the flavors that you'll find in a banh mi sandwich. And for dessert, for example, a Vietnamese coffee creme brulee.
Oh, wow,
so,
that's a good one.
Yeah, which is truly wonderful. So please come out and try our food. You'll be blown away. It's really exceptional. Our chef her name is Connie Trujillo, and she spent all of her life working in some of the finest steakhouses in the country, and now we're blessed to have her as our chef.
Yeah, I think I taste for last time the VIP reception. It's very good.
Yeah.
And it looks yummy and beautiful.
It does. It looks just as good as it tastes. The presentation is wonderful too.
Yeah, thank you for the good service.
You're welcome.
Also, how many employees you have in that hotel?
We have 150 employees.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And in all the different departments, we have a total of 150. And as we grow, our employee count will likely grow as well.
How many rooms in the hotel?
We currently have 71 rooms.
Oh, 71 rooms, 150 oh, that service is like 2 people service 1 room,
Yeah,
if I
that's
can
right.
say this.
That's right. And if it was just the hotel rooms, obviously your head count would be much smaller. But because we have the club and the restaurant, plus free valet, and we have exceptional security. When we took over the building, there was a lot of transients that were coming through, and we wanted to make sure that everyone feels very safe and at home. And we have hosts and member services, and it's a really special place as a result of our employees. I have to say that I have the best team I've ever worked for and ever worked with. Just an incredible group of people, and I'm very, very, very proud to be on the team.
Yeah, because they have a good leader.
Well, I think being a good leader is very often, if your team, they elevate you and they make you better.
Thank you. Also, I want to know what's the opening time for the private club? The people can walk in, or they need a calling to ask a reservation?
It's walk-in. Because the hotel is open 24 hours a day, we intend to keep the club open 24 hours a day as long as there's business. Though, if it shuts down in the middle of the night, then we may shut down our games and reopen in the morning.
Oh, okay.
But you should be able to find both the hotel, plus food service, and plus the club open 24 hours a day.
So 365. So if the people want to coming from airport, do you think you have some service pickup or in the future?
Yeah, that's something that we've considered in the future. But if you need a car sent to you, please just call in advance and we'll make sure to make a reservation.
Oh, okay. That's wonderful. So can you announce again, so when it's a grand opening and what's our location? Yeah.
Our location is 6440 South Sam Houston Parkway. And the grand opening festivities begin on Saturday with giveaways and prizes all day, plus a $10,000 free roll poker tournament, which means that you don't have to pay to come and play. We're just giving away $10,000. And yeah, and then those festivities will continue all week long we're giving away $1,000 each evening. If you are playing during the day, you get raffle tickets, and we're giving away $1,000 each evening. And at the end of the week, we have a great friend, Phil Hellmuth, who is also a famous poker player who is coming to play, and we're going to be live streaming those and broadcasting those games on YouTube.
Wow, that's wonderful. So I think audience already know all the questions. So my last question, I think it's everybody curious. Why the name is Champions?
Champions? Because Roy, every morning, our CEO, he asks his boys, who's going to be a champion today?
Okay.
And so when we were thinking of the right name, we thought that would be perfect to be, because we aspire to be champions. We want our children to be champions, and we want to achieve great things.
Yeah. That's wonderful.
Right.
And thanks, Isaac, today coming to my show. So next Saturday, we will have a grand opening. If audience really wanted to try to enjoy yummy food, to play poker, please come in to Champions.
Thank you so much, and thank you so much for having me today, Sky.
Thank you. Yeah. See you next week.
See you next week.